Shedding light on an invisible crisis. 90,000 people a year are missing out on osteoporosis medication. They're left at serious risk of fractures, which are the fourth worst cause of disability and premature death. 4 of them share their story, as told to the Sunday Express. Half of women over 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis. That's every other mother, every other grandmother.
I was a busy working mum of 3, but my back pain became so severe I could hardly stand or walk. An MRI showed that I'd had 8 spinal fractures. I live with chronic pain and I haven't worked since.
When I was 52, I tripped and fractured my ankle. I went to A&E, was patched up, sent home, and everything seemed okay. 8 years later, I was running and developed severe pain in my back. I paid for an MRI and a CT scan, and the scans showed that I did in fact have spinal fractures caused by osteoporosis. I used to really love my job, but I haven't worked since lockdown.
If we catch people after their first break, we can control the disease with medicines. But osteoporosis often goes undetected.
In 2017, when I was 64, I felt a sudden, sharp, severe pain in my back when I was at work. My GP dismissed my pain as being muscular. After 5 months of further suffering, I decided to pay to go private and was diagnosed with severe osteoporosis and 10 spinal fractures.
Every year, fractures affect 67,000 people who work, forcing a third of them out of their jobs. Fractures cause 2.6 million sick days every year.
It took over 6 years for my diagnosis, and I'm still in pain all of the time. I'm 4 inches shorter in height. I've lost weight and I've lost my appetite. It completely changes you. Changes everything, your life, even the clothes you wear.
Hip fractures kill a quarter of people within 12 months. Half of people with a hip fracture had a previous fracture, which could have flagged them as being at risk.
The journey to diagnosis was like being in a bad dream.
I really believe that if there'd been a fracture liaison service, my back pain wouldn't have been so readily dismissed, and that my first fracture could well have been my last.
Only half of NHS trusts have fracture liaison services, the world standard for early detection.
The pain, reduced energy, and loss of livelihood could all have been avoided if I hadn't have been continually ignored.
Give people the timely diagnosis they need, wherever they live.